What up, Unbreakable Kicks Army? Yesterday, I posted a video regarding a pair of Air Jordan 1s that may be coming out this year. Now, I did talk to little bro today. 2022. Just wait till he drop that video. Because you know, when he dropped that video, I'm going to kind of give y'all a recap of some of the dope ones that I like. But 2022 is, man, of course I can't say nothing just yet. I can't, spill any beans until he make the announcements. But I guarantee y'all, it's some shoes that's dropping next year that's going to have y'all mind boggled, okay? Mind boggled. But anyways, Army, if you guys didn't see the SneakerCon video, make sure you check out that video after this video. Also got a few early looks. I got the Jordan 1 Light Fusion Red video that's up. I also got the Air Jordan 1 Women's Exclusive, the Court Purple, OG looking joints. I got both of those up, so make sure you guys check those out at your leisure. Now, Army, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but your boy just woke up from a nap. And I don't know if I was dreaming or I don't know if I just woke up with this idea in my head. I do remember that we did go live a couple weeks ago and we kind of touched basics on this, and I was just like, man, I'm going to go a little bit further into details and just let y'all know why I feel this way. Now, with also some of the recent activity that has been going on in the world with the announcement, a huge announcement that Footaction will be closing its stores, all of them, by the end of 2022. That's huge. Number one, for years, we already know, is Footlocker Footaction champs. That's been the process for years. Now, I didn't take this down in my notes, but where does that lead with the Flex app? Are they going to change that up in the future? You know what I'm saying? By them only having Footaction and champs, maybe they're going to get rid of, dang, man, these things are just coming to me right now. Maybe they are going to just get rid of Footaction and they're going to start bringing in East Bay stores. Maybe we're going to start seeing a chain of East Bay, because some champs that you buy from, they have champs / East Bay on some of the cards that we've been getting in the mail. Sometimes, when they throw them little cards in a bag, a lot of things have been saying champs / East Bay. So that would be dope if we get a chain of East Bay brick and mortars to pop up. And again, that literally just came to your boy Dome. I did not think about that, while I was taking notes. Now, here we go. So, I was writing down a couple notes, and in my head, I'm just like, SneakerCon was crazy, right? Crazy. It was probably, let's say, give or take 10,000 to 20,000 sneakers at SneakerCon, and not one of them shoes was for retail. Now, it could be below, if it was some beaters or some worn shoes, or it was just extremely higher than what retail price is, right? We know what it is, okay? Sneaker resale is part of the sneaker community. But I was thinking on why resale will never go anywhere. And the first reason I came up with is because shoes are getting more limited, okay? As it goes on, I remember, what was this, maybe 2015 to 2017, or maybe a little bit after, Jordan Brand was just like, we are done. We done. We sick of y'all, bro. We done. We sick of our shoes sitting on shelves. We tired of it. We are going to make our shoes more limited so that you can have the experience of getting a limited shoe. We don't want to see our shoe just sitting on shelves, because a lot of people were complaining, oh, y'all making too many Jordans. It's a pair of Jordans coming out every week. And because of that, shoes were sitting, specifically Jordans. Jordans were just sitting. And that was around that whole Yeezy jumped over Jumpman, all that BS. But the shoes were sitting. So Jordan Brand was like, you know what? We're going to cut down the quantity of how many shoes we make, and we're going to make these joints a lot more limited. So that is one reason why I feel like sneaker resale will never go away, is because the supply and demand, especially now. Now, prior to COVID, and speaking of COVID, let's not forget that COVID brought out a lot of resellers in retail stores. A lot of stores have become resellers because of the push, the demand of shoes. People were paying $500 for early Jordan 5s, the Fresh Princes, the reverse purple 5s. Mugs was spending that money. They were spending that money. Now you can blame it on PPP loans and this, but people were spending that money. Stores got a taste of just the amount of money they can make, and they did not go back. And the funny one right here is, you got a lot of stores who don't like resellers. There's been times where when I was heavy into reselling, because I ain't got the time to do that no more, but when I was heavy into it, it was stores that was like, man, I know you're a reseller. You only can get one. I know you're a reseller. You're a reseller. And a lot of these stores who do that, those be the resellers. A lot of these stores in the mall, I'm not even talking about mom and pop shops, because they gonna do what they do behind scenes. It was retailers, now they resellers, but it's your local joints. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's your local joints that resell now. They don't want resellers in their store because they the ones who want to resell to the public. Man, come here. Man, 311s back there, bro. You want a pair? You want? Y'all know the demo now. Let's not act like it don't go down now. Retailers in the mall, corporate chains are becoming not all of them. I gotta say that. Not all of them. Some stores stick by the books, and I respect them by it. But some stores, bro, if you make that right networking with them, man, look, you can get this piece of the pie. Just throw me mine and let's keep it moving. But the ones that I don't like are the ones who don't like resellers, but y'all are reselling y'all sales. That's the kick in the head right there, because it's happening, and it's happening more, and it's happening more, and it is going to continue to happen. The generation now is younger. This is all they pretty much know. Most new sneakerheads go into the sneaker community knowing what resale is. Keep it a buck. Most of them are hype beasts, so they're gonna go ahead and buy the Travis Scotts, pay $1,000 for them. Mom, look, I want these, pay $600 for them. Most of them don't even know what retail is. They only know resale. Let's keep it going. I would say resale was still on the up and up. Now, we had a couple incidents where they were saying like resale is dying and things of that nature. But because of COVID brought out not only just the botters, but it brought out the Super Saiyan botters. The guys who literally sit home, press a button, walk away, they come back with thousands of shoes. Now, a lot of people don't like that. And again, I put this in the title that this may ruffle a couple people's feathers. Now, if you are on the opposite side of that system where people press a button and they just got tons of shoes coming to their crib and you're not getting none of that, you ain't getting a piece of the pie, you sitting outside hungry, but you see everybody else in there eating, yes, you're going to be mad. Yes, you're going to be upset. Yes, you're going to be like, oh man, this is the reason why the sneaker community is jacked up. But if you get that, hey, you outside that want a pair of shoes, and you finally get that invite in, and they teaching you the ropes, and they showing you this and that, you ain't saying nothing, bro. And that's the giving. I don't even want to say that's the give and take. That's just a hypocrisy with the sneaker community. And I'm going to go in a little bit deeper with that. People don't like botters, right? We don't like botters. But if your friend is a botter, he help you get these Travis Scott fragments that's coming out, bro, you not saying nothing. You love them. But if you on the opposite side and you ain't getting none of that good, I don't want to say hating. I want to make sure I use the words properly. You're more upset. You're blaming botters and resellers for the reason why the sneaker community is where it's at right now. But also, for those who are upset with resellers, for those who are upset with botters and things of that nature, you got to remember, and I love to say this, the sneaker industry is a multi-billion dollar industry that we are all currently in. I'm in a sneaker community, you in a sneaker community, everybody who watch sneaker YouTube is in a sneaker community. We are all in this big community. Some eat more than others, some don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's all that. To me, it's a lot of hypocrisy when it comes with it. Like I always say, do I personally run bots from my crib? No, I don't. One, don't have the time to learn how to do it. Two, I hear it's a lot that goes in it. And three, I do have people who do it. Love me or hate me for it. If I need that shoe for retail that I want to get, I'm going to hit up one of my botting guys. Look, I need this. That's a fact. And if everybody else had it, they would be on that same level. Okay, that's one thing. Shoes are becoming, before I go too crazy in that again, shoes are becoming a lot more limited. It's more that ties into that, and I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Second, and this is the woo, like Ric Flair. Big companies are investing in these resale apps, okay? Big companies. You ever wonder, you ever ponder like, man, I took an L on Mochas, I took an L on Hyper Royals, I took an L on University Blues. But if I go to my Go app and I see that they got instant shipping prior to release day or on release day, how did they get it? How did they get it? They got it because I want to say Footlocker invested into GOAT, and I want to say Flight Club and GOAT are on the same platform as well, right? Flight Club is a reselling spot. GOAT is a reselling app. Footlocker is backing them joints up. So we don't think and stop to sit like, man, bro, like, how is it possible that these shoes are sold out, but you can buy them off StockX right now? Prior, and I'm talking about prior, this is pre-release. You can understand how these resale apps have inventory after the release. But how do they get this stuff prior to the release? Again, Footlocker invested into Flight Club and they invested into GOAT. To my knowledge, now, if I'm wrong, Army, I don't mind being wrong. If I'm wrong, let me know, okay? Let me know this stuff. But I do remember articles stating these things. So how is it that we can go on an app and they got instant shipping the day of release? Come on, y'all. We got to keep remembering, it's not a business to everybody. Buying sneakers, wearing sneakers, going to sneaker events, to some people, it's not a business. But to a lot of other people, this is $1 million business. $1 billion business. Let me correct myself. You don't think that some people at Nike and some people at Foot Locker just sit in the back just like, bro, we are selling our shoes. We are selling this Air Jordan 1 neutral gray for $190, $200. But then over here, this smaller app is selling this shoe for $600. So the app is generating $400 more than us, and they charging the processing fees and things of that nature. Let's look at it like this. Woo, man, my brain is going. Let's look at it like this. Say Foot Locker did a wholesale with Nike, and they got the shoe for $100. They sell it for $190. Man, look, we made $90 off this shoe. Let's say the Travis Scott, that's an even better one. Travis Scott Jordan 1. Where y'all at? Because we know it's a lot more Travis Scotts coming out later on this year. Travis Scott Jordan 1s, right? Let's say Foot Locker. Foot Locker bought this shoe from Nike for $100, right? After tax, just like the neutral grays, they made maybe $100, $110 after tax. Okay? So, man, we just made $110 after tax on this shoe. Now, let's go to GOAT or StockX. This shoe right here, I'm just talking about a transaction. We just made like $100 off a transaction. GOAT or StockX got the same shoe that somebody just bought, and they made more of processing fees, shipping fees, and that other just random fee that Foot Locker did on each and every one of these shoes. I want to say these going about $2,000 right now. So with that $2,000 transaction, they probably just made $250 per shoe, right? Per shoe off of this. That right there on just the transaction fees and processing fees, they just made more money than Foot Locker did selling this shoe. So in a sense, they are making more money. StockX is now a $1 billion company. They've been around for what? 5-6 years? Foot Locker is a multi-billion-dollar company, but they've been around for ages. You got a company that came up within the last 10 years that's on the same, not necessarily same level, but when you add them zeros, they not too far behind. So they see this, Army. They see that, man, these apps are making a killing. How can we become investors? And they can become silent investors. Some of them are not. Foot Locker is not a silent investor for GOAT or Flight Club. They made it known that they invested. Now, if I'm getting the stores wrong, correct me. But I do know that Foot Locker invested into either GOAT or StockX, but I want to say it was GOAT. You got silent investors, and then you got your big investors that want to be known that they're investing into this. Because believe it or not, if you got a GOAT or a StockX and you got Footlocker, a legit sneaker company investing in you, that's gonna drive more people to actually buy from you. Why? Because I know that some of my stuff could possibly be coming from Footlocker, because they invested in them, they are working with them. So again, when you see that instant ship, that's where it's coming from. 9 out of 10. Where else could they get early sneakers from? You know. But even if not, you still got people behind the scenes at some of these stores throwing these joints on the app, and we're going to get to that as well. Next topic is, don't be surprised if you see a GOAT or StockX store popping up pretty soon. And the reason why I say that is because Footaction is closing down for a reason. Something will be taking the spot of Footaction. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we seen Lady Footlocker closing in 2022. That's not happening. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen Kids Footlocker, because the lady shoes and the kids shoes are sold in Footlocker, Footaction, and Champs. So why is it that Footaction? Now again, I read a little bit on it, but I didn't really have an understanding on why in particular, because you got to remember a few years ago, Footaction had the Flight 23s. And the Flight 23s was the only spots getting the heat, getting the Travis Scotts, the Off-Whites. You know what I'm saying? The Yeezys, when the Yeezys and stuff was on the app. That was all Footaction. When you had the Footaction in Toronto, the Footaction in Cali, the Footaction in New York, and the Footaction in Chicago. The Flight 23s, the big ones. It was all Footaction. Now, I'm not sure what happened with the money. That's none of my business, right? But it's a reason in particular that Footaction is one of the 3 big heads. Idra, the 3-headed dragon. Out of the 3-headed dragon, one of the heads is getting chopped off, and we know those heads can regenerate. So something is going to take the place of Footaction, and we just don't know what it is. But since it's under the Footlocker umbrella, again, I will not be surprised if we get a GOAT store soon. It may be GOAT powered by Footlocker or something. And all this army, none of this is solidified. This is all just your boy's opinion and speculation, right? Or StockX may try to beat GOAT to the punch and say, hey, we gonna do it first. We gonna beat y'all. We see y'all onto something. One of these apps will have a brick and mortar first. StockX or GOAT, we gotta see which one is gonna be. And it may be StockX simply because StockX has played around a little bit with pop-up shops. Or come here, you can, you sold a shoe, you can drop it off here. All this is not done just for the heck of it. It's all experimental. Let's see if we actually do a pop-up, how many people gonna come in and drop off. They still got drop-off locations as we speak. All of this is not just for coincidence. You gotta just open up your eyes and pay attention. And last but not least, and this is the hypocrisy of hypocrisy. And again, I said this may make some people mad. Some people may not 100% agree with Break. Some people will. Some people may just hate me for this video. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Lastly, you support big resellers more than local resellers. And what I mean by you is those I hate reseller type people. Okay? I'm going to let that sink in for a second. You support big resellers more than you support the local resellers. Now, I wouldn't get upset, and I'm not upset, because at the end of the day, you hate who you hate, you love who you hate. If you hate resellers, you hate them. If you hate botters, you hate them. It's not going to stop what I do over here, okay? So, you got those who, resellers are the death of the sneaker community. It's your fault that I didn't get these neutral grades. It's your fault that I didn't get these Dior ones or these Travis Scotts or these Ronald McDonald looking joints. It's your fault. Local small resellers. It's your fault that James didn't get his shoe. But then James turns around after he's done complaining about not getting his shoe, and then he goes on StockX or GOAT and buys the shoe. Okay? He goes on StockX and GOAT and buys the shoe, not knowing that the same guy you met at SneakerCon and said, I hate you resellers, or whatever local sneaker event you got going on, I hate you resellers, you just bought from one of those resellers, buddy. You just bought from one of those resellers, because guess what? On StockX and Go, you don't know who you're buying from. So when you get on these huge pedestals or these soapboxes and be like, I hate resellers, I hate y'all, I didn't get my Jordan 1 University Blues. And then you go on StockX and buy a pair of Jordan 1 University Blues. You could literally have just bought a pair from the person you standing right next to reselling and bought every shoe out of the mall. You don't know that, but you are still supporting resellers. And some people don't get it. Now, you do got people who legit don't buy off StockX, don't buy off GOAT, don't buy from resellers. If it ain't retail, there's no sale. So they need to make a shirt. You ain't getting no sale if it ain't for retail. You got some people like that. And I can respect them because they stand on their own 2 feet. Say, I don't care who it is, I'm not paying resale. I don't like resellers. I don't care if it's a Flight Club, a GOAT, a Stadium Goods, wherever it's at, you are not paying resale. Got those people say, I hate resellers, I hate y'all. And then go spend more money on StockX and GOAT because you don't want to support the local reseller. Now, I'm not saying you got to support them, but I got to just let you know that you are still feeding. You are feeding the bigger monsters. Yeah, you got your boy over here with a little belly. You know what I'm saying? He been working out, but he got a little belly. But you gonna support one of the huge, what's the dude off Spider-Man? Kingpin. You supporting Kingpin, right? Who just sitting back. Oh, we got another sale in? Let's ship them out. Oh, we got another sale in? Ship them out. Hey, somebody just bought 6th grade school Jordan 1 University Blues because they're going down. Let's get them on out ASAP before, he try to cancel it or something. Let's get them out. Get them out. You still supporting. And the more these big companies see these prices of shoes going up, because guess what? At the end of the day, we are doing it. Us, the sneaker community, is the reason why Jordan 1s are averaging $300-400 now. Yes, the resellers are doing it, but guess what? People are still paying it. It's 2 ways, right? And I'm going to end it off on this because I got more stuff coming to my head, but I don't want this to be an extremely long video. There's 2 ways. And Army, in the comment section below, let me know if there's any other ways that the price of sneakers can go down. 2 ways for sneaker resale to be dead. Number 1, Nike, Adidas, Reebok, whoever, y'all get on the same page, which probably won't happen, and y'all say, look, we are going to triple the quantity of shoes we put out. Inflate the sneaker community so much to the point that people don't even want to pay retail for shoes. Force them down. I was watching It 2 the other day when I was on the plane to Dallas. I was watching It 2, and the only way that they could defeat it was making him small. You gotta make them small. We are making these companies huge and big and bigger and bigger and bigger. The more we pay, the more we spend. Now, look here. I'm gonna keep spending. I'm gonna keep paying. I'm gonna keep buying my shoes that I want. I'm gonna keep paying my X amount on my P. I'm gonna keep doing all that. But if you with me, I feel you. But it's the ones who are trying to find a way to get rid of sneaker resale. Again, you got to make them small. Stop paying these prices. The only way to stop resellers and the price of resale going higher and higher is 1, these companies need to triple their quantity, and we got to stop paying these resale prices. That goes for your, and that's a lot of people you got to stop paying. That goes for your local mom and pop shops because they be taxing. That goes for your boutiques because they be taxing. That goes for your local resellers because they be taxing. That goes for your Go app. That goes for your StockX app. That goes for Flex because, again, they are supporting. They're putting money into these companies, so you got to just boycott it all. You think the price of Air Jordan 11s have constantly gone up over the years? Yeah, we complained about it, but we still buy them. Why do you think that when the Retro 1s came back out with Nike Air, retail was $140? 4 years later, they are what? $170, potentially going up to $190, because they are saying that they're going to make Retro 1s the same price as each and every one, and we're going to still pay it, because it's still going to be money to be made, if not more. So with that being said, I just want to say, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you rock with it, even if I said something that you didn't like, if it was factual, it is what it is. If you guys didn't think that what I said was factual, just let me know in the comment section below, because I would love to go on another live and continue to make these conversations, because it's interesting. It's a billion-dollar industry. The people see it. They want to make money. Other people want to make money, and it's easy. It's easy to do for the most part if you know the right people and if you can connect. So with that being said, Army, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. You got your boy Unbreakable. You got the Unbreakable Vault. And if y'all want to continue this, hit that thumbs up and we will continue this topic. Again, I love you guys. Stay strong like always, and like the merch says, hug your loved ones. And we out.